Pro golf on a budget. This week we're talking about what's in my bag. As a guy grinding on the mini tours, trying to make it on a budget of nearly $0, I'm definitely in the minority of mini tour players. I'm trying to self-fund, which means I pay my own tournament fees, I pay for my own gear, and I get that money from working here at the golf course. So I have no sponsors, no deals, and we're doing it the hard way. I mean, look, there's no way around it. It's freaking tough. I think two things are gonna be very clear when we talk about what's in the bag. Firstly, just how important other people are to this journey. Secondly, just how tough it is to pursue a professional sports dream with such a limited budget. First off, under the giraffe head, we have the Paradigm AI Smoke by Callaway. This is a max head 9.0 degree. Not mine. This is Trey's. Head Pro here is letting me borrow this club because, as you remember, I cracked my Epic Flash driver. So I've been borrowing this since then, and he's been kind enough to loan it to me indefinitely until I can figure out some other driver that would work for me. In this, we have the Tour AD Graphite Design TX shaft. And again, this is not my own either. This is a friend of mine named Alan's, and he has also been kind enough to lend me this until I can get fitted for and or afford a driver of my own. We've put this together from two different individuals who've been kind enough to loan me these things, and I gotta say, it works really great for me. I don't think it's perfectly optimized, but it's certainly more than I can ask for, because I could never afford something this nice on my own. I don't want any of this to come across wrong. This is not me asking for a handout. This is not me saying, woe is me, I don't have the best stuff. This is just what it is. Like, this is just what we're playing with, and I'm very grateful to even have this. If it wasn't for people letting me borrow these things, I would have no driver at all right now. When we open up my bag, the first thing we're gonna see in here is pretty special. This is a limited edition Ben Utah golf shirt. I teased it a little while ago. This is the full demo. I've already played in it. It's awesome, it feels great, it wears great. Yes, this is a shameless plug at the beginning of the video. A limited run of these are gonna be available to help fund the Wyoming Open. We're going back to Wyoming, back to Cheyenne, where I shot my first sub 70 round. It's a really important place for me. It's a really important tournament for this channel. So I kind of wanted you guys to be a part of it. So that's how you're gonna be able to purchase a limited edition Wyoming Open Ben Utah Golf Polo in a collaboration with Lip Out Golf. Every cent, every penny, every dollar of the proceeds is going directly to funding this trip to Wyoming. I'll save it for another video when we do a full release and talk about this, but for now, we have a tangible product, hands are on it, and you can get your hands on one very, very soon. So please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss that opportunity to be a part of this tournament with me. Secondly, a club that I don't use hardly ever at all is the Burner Mini Driver. Again, not mine, loaned to me. Same with the Tour AD Di8TX shaft, also Alan's. Shout out Alan, really helping the channel go around right now. Then we have Old Faithful, the Callaway Razorhawk 5-wood. This club was made in like 2011, 2012. This thing is 13 years old, and it's the best club in the bag. I freaking love this thing. It is a stiff flex 60 gram stock shaft. This club is completely stock. There's no adjustments, there's no weights to change, there's no fancy shaft. It's just complete stock, straight out of 2012, and it has been in my bag for a very, very long time, and I will cry real tears, many, many real tears, if this club were to ever break. This is a fairway finder. It's a go for the green in 2 club. It's my do it all. I've got about every shot in the bag, sans flop shot, with this club. And it will live in my bag until someone pries it out of my hands. I will duct tape it together if I have to. That thing's never leaving. It is never leaving my bag. Everything else inside my bag is pretty standard. I carry 6 golf balls in any given tournament. I have a rangefinder, I have a whole bunch of tees, pitch mark tool and all that good stuff. Rain gloves, got everything I need in there. Boring stuff. This I use to warm up with. It's a band that goes around your thighs. Just really helps me activate the hip flexors and create a stable base early on. I started doing this really recently, and I've seen really good results, but that's not the cool part. This is the part that was teased on the thumbnail, the part you probably clicked on the video for, the pink pony rubber ducky. This is a new addition to the bag. I didn't have this when I got this bag. I didn't have this until a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago to be exact. Kat got this for me before I went on the trip to Boynton Beach where I shot the 70. Oh wait, you don't know about that yet. I just came back from a minor league golf event where I played my best tournament ever, and we were one shot out of the money. We'll discuss that later. Man, we got so much to catch up on. Regardless, I love the song Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan, and this is just an homage to that, the Pink Pony Rubber Ducky. Hey, and look, it was with me when I had that great round, or those 2 good rounds, so it kind of has to stay in the bag now. We don't need to talk about every iron because they're all the same, and they are all Srixon ZX7s. As you guys know, I'm a big Srixon fan. Absolutely love these clubs ever since I got them a year and a half ago. I have the Project X LZ 6.0 120 gram shafts in these. Wow, what an incredible piece of technology the Project X LZ is. I know a lot of people don't love it. It's for me. It is absolutely for me. I love this shaft. It's incredible. And then on the end of each one of these irons, we have a Golf Pride MCC grip, courtesy of Golf Pride. Thank you very much for sending me those. Otherwise, I'd have no grips right now. They're all standard loft and lie, by the way. I have a 1/2 inch extension on the irons and then an 1 inch extension on the wedges. I'm not a guy that puts a ton of lead tape on here, puts any crazy counterweights, or does anything special with the grips, really. I'm not one of those crazy techie guys. Just put it in my hand and let me hit it. If it feels good, it feels good. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And so one thing I will say I'm experimenting with right now is grip size. One thing I've had pretty consistently in my bag for the last couple years is different color grips on every single iron. One, I like colors. I like cool different grips. 2, it also serves as a visual cue that I have the right club in my hand as I'm standing over the ball. So I can kind of confirm and feel comfortable and confident with that club, knowing it's the right color that matches the iron. What is not so ideal that we're working through at the moment is every single one of these grips has a different level of taping under it. After I posted that video about switching to potentially mid-sized grips, I decided to get really experimental and try out different layers of tape. So each one of these grips has a different amount of layers of tape under it. Look, it's not crazy different. They're all within a layer or 2, but I just want to see what I like the best. If there's anything quirky about my bag, it's that every club has a different grip and taping amount, even down to the woods. I got a +4 mid-size on my driver and a standard with 2 wraps on my 5 wood. So there's chaos all over the bag with my grips. Yeah, so go ahead, make the comments. Consistency is key. And we're probably hurting our game by having inconsistent grips all over the place and not having that same feel across the bag. I agree. I would love to have the same grip across the bag. That is the goal. We're just not there yet. And look, man, grips are freaking expensive too. Just like everything else in golf, it's expensive to re-grip your clubs all the time. So we have to be sparing when we do it. We have the Cleveland RTX Zip Core wedges. I have them in 50, 54, and 58 degrees. The 50 and 54 are in the mid bounce, which is 10 degrees. And then the 58, I have the low bounce, the 6-degree bounce. I want that leading edge as close to the ground as possible. Yes, I know it's not ideal for Bermuda grass and not ideal for wet conditions like we have here in southern Georgia, but I don't know, man, I like it. They've just got standard dynamic gold spinner shafts that come in these. The only thing interesting in terms of my wedges is that my 50 degree has a counterweight in the back, 8-gram counterweight in the back. Why would I do this? Well, I knew that my 50 degree was gonna be for more full swings, so I wanted it to blend more seamlessly into the swing weighting of my irons. The irons are lighter swing weight than the wedges. Obviously, they're heavier center of gravity and all that Cleveland's got going on. With a club like a 50 degree that I'm gonna hit more full swings with, I went ahead and butt weighted it, which is technically making the entire club heavier, but it feels lighter to swing it. That's a whole nother realm of magic and science called swing weighting that I'm not an expert in and we will not talk about right now. Continuing with the theme of chaotic grips, we have entirely different grips on these. These are Super Strokes that are full cord grips. They were free. Thanks, Jake from Made for the Range. Without you, I would not have grips on my wedges. I would like to change these as soon as possible. No offense, Super Stroke. Love your putter grips. We'll get to that in a second. But these are not ideal. And finally, the putter. The crown jewel, the thing I live and die by. This thing, I freaking love this thing. This is the Lab Golf DF3. I've absolutely fallen in love with this thing. I have never been as good of a putter as I am right now. A lot of that is due to technique and practice and work, but it also makes it a lot easier when you have a putter like this. What am I doing? They're not paying me. Yeah, this is not an ad. If you guys want to, I'll make it an ad if you want to pay me. But I mean, ad or not, it's a great putter and I really like it. And the Super Stroke 2.0 Tour putter grip. This thing is awesome. I love it. I got a lot of hate when I re-gripped this thing with a Super Stroke because he thought it was going to throw off all the magic science behind the Lab. It didn't. I'm putting better than ever. So I feel great. I feel vindicated, but mostly I feel like I can make any putt on the green. So now you're thinking, hey, a mini tour player on a budget affords a Lab putter? These things are really expensive. No, again, not my putter actually. This is also a loaned club. This is not my own. Big shout out to Alan. Most of my golf bag is just courtesy of him. And this is also his. So really, really thankful to have a friend like him that's helping me out so much. All right, folks, that's that. We are done. That is everything in my golf bag aside from the zippers and the gloves. Hope you enjoyed it. I know this is one a lot of people wanted to see. I hope this kind of sheds some light on what we're working with here. Again, it's not ideal, no, but you know, it never is. I think a lot of that tour spec'd out stuff is really overblown. This is a game about getting the ball in the hole, and for now, for what I'm doing, these are good enough. I'd obviously love to have new clubs. I'd love to work my way up to better equipment that's fitted for me. But this is what we got, and I think it's pretty dang good. Honestly, I'm very grateful for it because I know this is better than what a lot of people are able to use, and I didn't have to pay for all of it. I'm loaning some of it, so super grateful to everybody out there who helped me compile this bag in whatever Frankenstein hodgepodge version it is. It's mine, and it's really, really awesome to have something that is with me every day of this journey. I get that they're just clubs, but when you're out here grinding, I'm shooting this video alone, I'm practicing alone, when we go to these tournaments, the clubs are the thing that's with you and all that. And so they're inanimate, absolutely, but you do develop some kind of bond with them. If you haven't already, please subscribe if you like the video. Ultimately, hopefully, if we get enough subscribers, we'll be able to afford some clubs that are fitted for me and the new driver as well. Be on the lookout for the Wyoming Open limited edition Ben Utah golf shirt. That's gonna help you become part of this journey and a part of the Wyoming Open with me this July. So that'll be coming out very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.